Hey, what's going on? How are you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Purpose Podcast. I am your host, Joshua Okpara, and I'm so excited to talk to you this day on the power of your vision. That's right, the power of your vision. A few years back, I was in the gym, and I'll be honest. Um, I was just down and out. I was sad. I didn't feel like working out, and I was just exhausted from life and everything that comes with life. And I began to talk to God while I'm in the gym, and I was not even working out. Sometimes we go in the gym and we just kind of be on our phone, and that feeling of being in the gym makes you feel like you're working out, but you're really not. So that was me. I was in the gym, and I felt like I was working out, but I was just sitting there, and I was just a little bit frustrated. And I was like, God, what's going on? And I'm tired. I just feel a little bit exhausted. And the Lord began to speak to me about something that I thought was pretty funny. He began to say to me, all the things that I've laid on your heart, you don't want to accomplish them. Now, that sounds like a huge accusation to me because I'm like, I do. I want to live a life full of purpose. I want to live a life that changes my generation and the world to come. And he says, no, you don't. I said, what do you mean? He says, you don't have any vision. You don't even believe in the dream or the vision. Now I'm thinking, the Lord is about to reprove me and give me something that would blow my mind away, and maybe my heart is not where it needs to be. And He says, you don't have any vision, or you don't believe in the vision, rather, because you're not working on your body. That didn't make sense. He says you're not exercising. Your inability or your excuse of not exercising lets me know that you don't even perceive a future for your life because you're not even pushing your body or readying your body rather for that future. And so me not exercising my body was an indication that I did not care about the future. Needless to say, I didn't care about the vision. And so everything that concerns vision, the Lord begins to teach me that vision is what guides your decisions. And so the way that I show that I have vision for the future and I have a vision of where I'm going, it is seen in my actions now. And so I begin to look up the simplistic definition of vision. The simplistic definition of vision is the faculty of being or the ability to see, to just see, the ability to see. Now with our physical eyes we can see. I can see around my room, I can see around the studio, and it's nice. I like the lights and all those different things I can see. But when we're talking about a vision, we're not talking about a physical eyesight. We're talking about an insight, a foresight, being able to see beyond what's now. Do you have a vision? The power of your vision. Everything we do is led by vision. If you ask somebody right now today, do you have vision? What's the vision for your life? They'll say, well, I don't know. It seems hard. It seems difficult. I don't know how. I don't get it. I don't know what my vision is. It's a lot on my mind. It's a lot on my plate. But every morning, every afternoon, every evening, we do everything based on vision. When you wake up in the morning, if you are headed to the gym, based on your vision for the gym, you will put on workout clothes. No one goes to the gym with the intention of working out with a full blown three-piece suit, unless they're a content creator looking to maybe make some money off the views and the laugh. Nobody goes to the gym with a full blown suit on. Why? Because their vision of what's at the gym, what's in the gym, influences their decision to put on the outfit that matches that. In the same way, no one will goes to the store full blown naked because their vision of I'm going to go to the store and be around people requires me to put on something that at least cover my body. Everything you do is led by vision. I came here to blow your mind to let you know you're already a visionary. You just have vision for the wrong thing. Everything we do is led by vision. We turn the TV on because of vision. We have a vision of how we want to be entertained, how we want to relax. And so we turn the TV on. We listen to a particular kind of music. You either go on your Spotify, your iTunes, or YouTube, or whatever app is out there, and you pick a genre of music because of your vision of relaxation, your vision of how you want to be feel, how you want to feel in that moment. Everything you do is led by vision. Stop saying you don't have vision. You simply have small vision. Every decision you make is led by vision. Whether you know it consciously or you know it subconsciously, everything you do is led by vision. So the first thing we must do, we must demystify, debunk the myth that you are not a visionary. You are a visionary. Your vision is just too small. So now how do we get to see the power of our vision? Number one, vision is not for the past. Too many of us, our eyesight is stuck on what we used to be, on where we used to be, on who we used to be, on who was in our life. And when your vision is in the past, you cannot even live in the now, neither can you see a future. Vision is not for past. Can I say this also? Number two, vision is not for now. You see, when you are dealing with vision, you cannot simply call yourself a visionary if all your vision is deals with the now. If everything concerning your life and everything concerning your faculty and how you think functions only within now, then unfortunately you don't have a big vision. You see, when you're dealing with a big vision, vision deals with future. It deals with a futuristic thing, a futuristic goal, a futuristic idea. What is the idea? What is the goal? What is the mission? What is the purpose for your future? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Too many of us, we may say, well, I don't know. I don't know what holds tomorrow. I don't know. But we do know. We plan everything else. We plan for the weekends. There are people who say, well, I don't like to think about my future. But you do. You plan on what you're going to do on Friday. Whether that's nothing, whether that's to relax or not, we have a sense of a future in our mind. Every one of us do. We plan the thing we're going to do tomorrow. Man, I got to take a shower tonight because I'm heading out in the morning. I got to do this. We have natural vision. The problem is your vision is too small. You're already a visionary. You were born with that ability. You cannot escape it. You can't change it. You can't do nothing about it. You were born a visionary. The very God that created you was a visionary. So in you, it is the unstoppable reality that no matter what you do, you are a visionary. The problem is your vision is too small. Where do you see you in 5 years? Physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Where do you see? You see, vision is the ability to see. Even if what you are trying to see does not look like what you see now. Where do you see you in 5 years? Where do you see you in 10 years? Where do you see yourself going? Maybe you're in a job that you don't like. Maybe you in a relationship that you don't like. Where do you see that relationship going? Where do you see your career going? Sometimes we don't take the due diligence to just sit back and say, let me just write down. Even if what you're writing down is a hopeful wish, it's still a vision. You cannot make any decision or do anything worthwhile without vision. Vision is what leads you. Vision is what keeps you alive. Many people have died or have hurt themselves or harmed themselves because they lost the vision for their life. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Where do you see you being? You see, for you to be able to have vision, you have to be able to dream. You have to be able to be creative. My son, he does this thing with his toy. It's so hilarious to me. He has names for them and all those different things. And so whenever he gets to playing, he has this truck and they're like boom, boom. And I'm just so like flabbergasted watching him go. And I'm like, man, like, that's just a regular toy. It's a regular thing. How is he so fascinated with this? How is this keeping his attention? But as a kid, his imaginative thoughts has him seeing what is now, what is in the current, as something that it's not. In other words, he can take a car toy and turn it into a monster truck. Something about him being a kid unleashes his imagination to see beyond the now. The problem is, at some point, pain, hurt, manipulation, people causes our imagination to disappear. Imagination is not for kids only. Imagination is for everybody. Can you imagine again? Can you imagine a world where you are living better than where you are now? Can you imagine a future with your dreams and your hopes coming to pass? Can you imagine a life where the things that you planned became your reality? What happened to your imagination? Just because you become an adult does not mean you lose your innate ability to imagine. When the child is born and the child goes through toddler stages, it is now the time when that child begins to live out their God given gift. And it's a God given gift for you to have imagination, for you to dream. It is a gift to humanity. It is not just a gift to kids. The problem is we have called imagination childish. We have called dreams childish. Somebody will tell you, wake up, get to working. But your imagination is what fuels your vision. You have to have the ability to imagine again, to imagine you again, being better than you are, to imagine that body that you want to have, to imagine the marriage you want to see, to imagine the relationship you want to see, to imagine the money you can you imagine it? Can you write it down? It's fascinating that the scripture which says, write the vision and make it plain so that those who see it may be able to run with it. Have you taken the time to imagine so you can write it down? Now, when you write it down, these are the practical steps you have to do. Once you have that imagination, once you have that vision, you can even start with 1 month. Where do I want to be in a month? Where do I want to be in 2 months? Where do I want to be in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Where do I want to be in a year? Where do I see myself in 2 years? Imagine. And you can also start with small tasks. Maybe your life is too big for you to imagine it. Start with a bedroom. Where do I see this bedroom being in the next month? How do I want to act towards that? Where do I see this car that I have? Maybe I see the car being clean. Maybe I see the car being washed. Whatever it may be, start with small vision and build up from there. Where do you see your body? Are you looking to get fit in shape? Are you looking to get bigger or smaller? Where do I see myself? Where do I see myself in the next 2 weeks? Maybe I need to go to the gym. I see myself going to the gym more daily. I see myself going to the gym 3 times a week. Start giving yourself small vision that would come with small tasks that you can accomplish so you can train your mind to get pleasure off of finished assignments. And so you start with the imagination. You start with the vision. You write it down. And now when you write it down, you then work backwards from it. And so a practical example is if I see myself in the next 3 years in the best shape ever, then I cannot just say best shape. No, back in school they taught us about SMART goals, that you want it to be specific, you want it to be measurable, you want it to be achievable. I want it to be realistic. I want it to be have time essence to it. So if I'm trying to lose weight and I'm like, man, I want to be skinny. Skinny is not really a goal. It's not specific. right? So I need to give myself a goal. I need to say, well, I would like to lose 70 pounds, or I'd like to lose 80 pounds. Now, if I need to lose 80 pounds, then the next question you want to ask yourself, who or what do I need to achieve this goal? You got to work backwards. Work, or if your goal is 100, then go all the way from 100 to 99 to 98. Work your way backwards and start and ask yourself the question, what is the 1 to my 100? What is the 10 to my 100? In other words, what are the actionable tasks? What are the things I need to do so I can get to 100? I need to start back. Maybe it's in my diet. Maybe it's in the food I eat. Or it's not just the what, sometimes it's the who. I read a wonderful book called Who, Not How. Sometimes it's the who. Who or what do I need to accomplish the 1 to my 100? Who or what do I need to accomplish the 2, the 3, the 10 to my 100? Who or what do I need? When you start working backwards, then before you know it, consistency over time births vision. Before you know it, it births vision. The only way you can get an overnight success is your consistency over time. The power of your vision is the reality that if you can dream it, if you can work it, then you can see it. If you can dream it, if you can work it, then you can see it. I hope this podcast helped you. I hope it did. Share this with somebody else so they can understand their vision has power. I love you. See you later at the Purpose Podcast. Bye-bye.